You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir. Here we go! Yes!
Don't lose your composure.
Let us see this. Phew.
Where's it up, bro?
Oh, that was an exit. Bishop. There we go.
Splendid! Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Watch this. That is how it's done.
That's it!
Let us see this.
Not to worry.
Phew. Ouch! Well played.
Very good, both of you. Well done. Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Good game back there. I must admit, I think I underestimated you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Wizardy just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Is Wizardy much bigger than Hogwarts?
Wizardy School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
Is Wagadu a castle like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Wagadu uses one.
You can cast spells without a wand.
Oh, yes. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course, you can use Accio on humans, if you're so
A
inclined.
word, if you would.
Well, you'd be using it on clothing, to be precise, Sebastian. You know it won't work on humans.
After my brother learned the summoning charm, it was constant Accio this, Accio that, cutlery flying everywhere. Quite unsafe, really.
Professor Ronan reminds me of my grandfather. Loads of wisdom, but a bit mad.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? You did well, managing to best as gifted a student as Miss Onai.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Revelio.
Hello. How was your first day coming along?
Hello, Samantha. Nice to see you again.
I wondered how your first day was going. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
I've been fortunate. Beginner's luck.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I'm afraid I can't count on beginner's luck to impress Professor Ronan.
First steps go.
Protego! Revelio.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind. cried one night and showed up to class the next morning as if nothing had happened. I don't think he even knows he's a ghost.
I did 26 hours of homework last week.
Let me guess. Catching up on history of magic?
How did you know?
By the disappointed look on Binz's face every time he sees you. I think you're breaking his heart.
That's far too much responsibility for one person to bear. Besides, I'm sure you're warming his heart. When you stood up and answered his question on the werewolf code of conduct, I swear he shed a tear.
I don't mind Binz if I'm honest. People moan about him, but he doesn't mean anyone any harm. Not like Howin.
Howin doesn't mean anyone any harm. What are you talking about?
She certainly means me harm. It's a wonder she hasn't put a basilisk under my desk.
Do you think she's still annoyed that you answered her back that way?
Must pet kitty. Kitty must be pet.
Oh, I remember that day. Yes, in Greenhouse Green.
Yeah. You've hidden the bucket of leaping toadstools over at the far end.
Yes, I do recall now. And Professor Garlick knocked it over and we ran out.
I got told off for that.
Well, I did say to distract her by asking how to handle flesh-eating slugs.
Well, I was mildly distracted by the shuffling of the mandrakes, I do believe. Do you recall that part too?
Revelio. Revelio.
I picked up the information.
Lumos. Leviosa.
What's this one about? Ah!
So look, oh, there's a
Lumos.
detail go crazy. Wish I could back out the field of view a little bit.
Lumos. Revelio. Revelio.
Oh, don't do that. That's not necessary.
Revelio.
Mr. Sharp, not me. I think the man's brilliant. Only bumped me twice for singeing my robes.
It's clear Ronan would have preferred a life in the theatre.
Revelio. Lumos.
Alright, let's go do a quest. What we go to the other? Time sensitive.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
Revelio. Lumos.
Be able to see sunlight. I'm just gonna roll that. Tracing's actually doing it. Yes.
Die, Merlin! I will... Sarkadagon, at your service.
Revelio.
Back, you boor! I've no time for idle chatter.
Revelio. Lumos. 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 Revelio. Protego. Lumos.
That youngun's now a teacher herself. It's a wonder she's not gobbled up by her own fanged geranium.
Lumos.
Oh, I've been turned around on the grand staircase one too many times. I simply avoid it now.
Yeah, that shit's crazy.
Again. Here I've come from the toilet bowl where she said I could swim, did you praxia mole? As long as 'twere only one time per week, I can plunge the boy's lavatory, not for the meek. He tried to stop me, did rancorous carp, sought to trap me, confine me inside of a jar. But he failed, as did his containment charms, so I took my revenge to wreak havoc and harm. It was granted my privileges in a handsome deed, or I'd fire up the cannon, and so she agreed. To draw up a contract with her, not with him. That if I behaved, I'd have one weekly swim! Whee!
I'll get you for this.
Revelio. Protego. Lumos. Revelio.
You make a point!
Revelio. Accio. Leviosa.
Glad you could make it. Lucan's just over there.